Hello everyone, it is I, Rhoody. Welcome to a special video. Happy Veterans Day 2025. I had to work today. Didn't mind it though. Always a different time for me, a time where I kind of reminisce about some things in the past. Important things, important people. And I always find myself kind of at a proclamation where it can go one of two ways. It can be really good, or something will kind of weigh on me a little bit. Because I was explaining to Amy to this degree a little bit earlier about how, one of my mechanisms had always been just to kind of forget about people. And that was easy for me because I grew up in this kind of, only child, imaginary kind of, very, very much so creating my own situations all the time. So, from my perspective, it was really easy for me to just carry on, kind of ignore, cut, and go, So, yeah, I think when I was younger, I didn't develop or realize the importance of a lot of friendships that I should have maintained, and just people that I needed to keep up with and stay in contact with. And mainly I don't think I knew how to be a good friend. I think maybe I'm still kind of working on that. But that to the degree is where I'm at. And so that came up in my mind this year. But previous to this, I had to say, gaming for me is really good. The games are really great right now. Battlefield 6, Arc Raiders, amazing games. But I am just not feeling pulled anymore by gaming. I don't know whether it's my age. I don't know whether I need to really just take a breather, realize that I can't keep up with all of the games, some of the games, and maybe I'm just kind of like, should be all or nothing. I know that I would rather be doing a lot of priorities right now. There's a ton of stuff that needs to get done, and I'm kind of just gonna prioritize this. I'm gonna prioritize this ahead of streaming games. I'm still gonna stream and things like that, but I think we're gonna be seeing more YouTube videos from me, and less streaming, less consistency than even now. There's not gonna be really afternoon streams, etc., because this is time that I need to spend working on other projects. There's a ton of other projects. As you can see, maybe even behind me, one of the main projects that I need to do. And this is just one. So with working and everything else, what happens is, I come home from work and then I maybe eat lunch, I quickly stream. But I stream like 2 hours and it's already almost 3 hours. It's already too much dinner time. I fall asleep, and it's really neglecting the time I have to spend at home with Amy and the boys and just working on our projects. So, I feel like my YouTube has transitioned to so many different topics, and this is like the number one thing they say, never to change subjects so often, and I change subjects so many times here. If you've been watching, at one point this was, it started out as like a Modern Warfare 3 kind of, montagey bloggy kind of thing, and then it kind of evolved into some of my airsoft adventures, which I thought was pretty cool. I was very into that. But then that kind of really, after a rained out event, I really lost a lot of motivation with airsoft, because I had planned and prepped for this thing for so long, and I was just kind of very discouraged. And I just realized how kind of just I was overdoing it. I mean, I do miss it. It was great exercise. It was I think I was probably that was a good exercise regime for me. Right now I've kind of another thing fallen out with that, and I need to get back on a healthy eating, healthy exercising schedule. And a lot of people say that, but it's also something I need to put my energy into. I feel like I've been eating a lot of garbage, and you know what they say, garbage in, garbage out. So there's a lot of things that I like to improve, and I can spend this time improving them, and maybe I'll just go through this journey instead. Maybe. So check the channel in the future. We're not going to give up on gaming, but I would be hard pressed to say that this channel is going to be continuing gaming content. So if you're here for that, I am very sorry. I'm very sorry. From time to time, we're going to pop in. Like, I have the collector's edition on pre-order for the new WoW expansion. Of course, we're going to do something about that. But it might not be... There might not be any information of value there. Unless, a handheld comes out that I'm like, oh, let me try this out. Let me see if WoW runs on this. Yeah, and aside from PS5, like, I'm going to play Black Ops for a little bit. Maybe have a Black Ops stream. But the other games, Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders, I'm just going to play those just for myself, not streaming, nothing like that. We are decreasing the gaming. We are decreasing the gaming and going to be increasing other things. And maybe you might like those, maybe not, but I feel better making YouTube videos than I do streaming for X amount of hours every single day. It's just kind of a reality. And maybe if I was independently wealthy, semi-retired, etc., it'd be a different story. It'd be a different story if I had that home time to do that. But I don't have that home time to do that, and it's a lot more efficient for me to make these YouTube videos, to talk to y'all like this. If you do want to stick around, thank you very much. I know there's been a lot of changes, and there's a lot of different topics. I don't even know where I'm going to go with all this. I can tell you this, I'm not going to try to become some kind of a podcast. I might come on and buzz up about certain events, maybe shit like that. There might be some things we want to talk about. Maybe you're interested, maybe you're not. But yeah, there's a few things. It's going to become more about me, I think, this channel. And my other channel, Rhoody TV, that's going to become more about just bullshit stuff. Just stuff. Collectibles, cars, EDC shit like that, just anything random that I could possibly bring out to the table. That's what I'm going to do over on Rhoody TV. This is going to be just more about me again. Unless some kind of crazy adventures pop up, I'm not going to become a vlogger or anything else like that. Maybe I'll do short vlogs, but it's not going to be an everyday high cinema thing. It's just going to be me kind of here talking, and we could probably incorporate Amy too as well, to see some of her opinions as well. I think that would be kind of fun, and I think that would be kind of fun. But the other channel, I kind of started to do sports, and that didn't work out either. I'm just not feeling that. It's taking something relaxing and adding it's adding work to it. And I need to find things that don't feel like work when I'm not working. Imagine that, right? Imagine that one. Holy shit, right? So if you are still here, I doubt many of you are, but thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the subscribers. You don't have to donate. You don't have to do anything. Just come in, say hi, ask questions. Don't ask questions. Just watch the videos, really. Watch the videos. That's it. That's the best thing for me. So thank you very much. I don't know how many people I'm actually going to reach with this. It might be one of those lost transmissions in space. I'm going to open up some of my old videos that I had kind of locked up because I was afraid to just cross them too much in the way YouTube kind of sees algorithms, especially just with the older stuff. I had a video where I built a 22 rifle, things like that, and maybe I might re-release that. It's very strange for me to watch that after this amount of time, but I may start opening up those videos that I had put away for a little bit, so keep your eye out if you're interested in that kind of stuff, some of the older stuff. Alright everyone, I hope you had a great day, and we'll catch you next time. Pay attention to the topics. It's gonna be right in the title. Every time I make one of these YouTube videos, it's gonna be right in the title. Current things, local things, XYZ, blah blah blah. I think that's where I'm at. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. But I'm feeling good. Feeling pretty good. I hope everyone else is good as well. So thank you very much. We'll catch you during the next video.